All right, personal feedback, 6-day wear in the patch, personal feedback on doing so for 5 days. So let me tell you a little story of something beautiful that happened yesterday. So last night, I live in Cape Town in South Africa, so last night there was a little drizzle that started that it wasn't like a hard downpour, but it was quite a steady rain, the kind that can kind of get you nice and wet if you stay within it for like 10 minutes. And so that started last night. And I took my doggy for his evening walk. Now, typically when it rains, you want to get out, you want to get done as fast as possible, and then you want to get back inside. You don't want to get the cold, you don't want to catch a cold, all those type of things. But I remember last night when I went outside, my sense of smell has become so beautiful that I remember I went outside and I just smelled the world. And it's like I could just feel the world. And I was so present and I was so calm. It really reminded me of back in the day when I used to go for Reiki crystal healing sessions. And I said to myself, I want to know how this works. I want to know what this is about. The same thing happened with regression hypnosis. I want to know how this works because it makes you feel so exceptional. And I said, I want to know how these things work so I can help other people to feel the same. And it's been quite a while since I've experienced that particular kind of magic with life. But I had it last night where I felt like, oh, this is so incredible. And this is why I'm so passionate about the stem cell regenerating patches, this therapy, this a beautiful second chance on life. It's like a fresh breath of air. I remember walking outside and I could just feel the rain falling on my skin, the droplets. I went into the garden, I took off my shoes, I lifted my face up to the sky and I just let the droplets fall on my skin. And it was like I could sense life, feel life, smell life, hear life clearer than I did before. Psychic channel on point. Because, of course, the better the physical body is doing, the better the energy can flow through you. Sleep improvement, I can't even compare it to anything. Because the thing to remember, especially when you're having trouble sleeping, if you, for example, take sleeping tablets, it's the same thing as taking pain tablets. It doesn't really take the pain away. It just masks that it's gone. And then you can actually hurt yourself because you don't feel the pain, so you act as if it's not there, And a lot of people with very sort of painful experiences, stiff joints, arthritis, all those type of things that are very unpleasant, body degenerating sort of like, conditions that you experience as you get older, as your stem cells naturally become dormant with the passing of time. And thus, by the time that you're 30, pretty much about 65% of your stem cells are dormant, which means more than half of I can almost say the life force giving flow, the energy that, naturally keeps you going and gives you your natural vitality and keeps you healthy and keeps your skin supple and your hair color and all those type of things, it has started to dwindle away. And in your 40s, it's progressively even more so. That's why with the passing of time, we begin to feel weaker and we start to get all these little onsets of diseases, and it takes longer to heal from anything. Be it that you physically bump yourself or, hurt yourself, maybe cut yourself, maybe you have invasive surgery, whatever the case may be. It takes longer to heal because the body has less to work with. Unless you give it more, and this is what these patches do for you. It gives you more of you. It is literally you giving yourself the gift of yourself. It is like my senses are just clearing. Everything looks more beautiful. Everything looks bright. It's almost like being in love as a teenager. Everything looks more beautiful. Everything smells more beautiful. Everything just is more beautiful. I'm more peaceful. I'm more calm. This is my 6th day using the patch. So I'm reporting from the last 5 days. I'm taking you through this 30-day journey. If you want to see the other 4 videos on how I progressed to this point, I'm going to put the links for them down below in the description for you. Because I wanted to experience for myself this product. You know, it's an amazing product. If you want to know more about it, I'm more than happy to send you information on it. I'm more than happy to send you some testimonials on it. You can see how it worked for other people. But I wanted to have the experience for myself. You know, I wanted to be able to offer the experience to other people myself. So the same thing with Reiki and with crystal healing and with regression hypnosis. I wanted to learn how to understand this beautiful gift, this beautiful opportunity that has helped me so much. My first thing was, how do I help other people to get the same? Because my purest intention with everything that I do, and my focus with everything that I do, and my motivation behind everything that I do is, how do I help the world to become a better place? How do I use my life in service of humanity? And that is the basis on which I make all my decisions, really. You know? And I can tell you that this product is just, it's so amazing. So it's so simple to use. I know that some people said that on the first day they had a little bit of acidity in their mouth. I haven't had that experience up until this morning when I actually put on the patch. Now, this morning was the first time that I woke up and put the patch on right away. You know, usually I'll first go take my dog for a walk, which is about an hour, and then I'll come home and I'll shower and I'll have coffee and I'll meditate, and then I'll put the patch on. And so this morning when I woke up, I put the patch on. And, you know, even with these patches, I mean, it doesn't mean they're going to stick and they're never going to come off, but typically you can shower with them, you can swim with them, they stick, you know. So it's not like they're just going to fall off, all right? And, I mean, if I'm concerned, what I would do is probably just put like a waterproof, sort of like maybe like a Band-Aid on it just to secure it in place, but they pretty much stick. Mine pretty much stuck this morning, you know. Because remember, I first put it on before I did my toiletries, and it pretty much stuck, no problem at all, you know. And it is just like you wake up, or I wake up feeling better, feeling more there, you know, no little aches and pains and stiffness and here and there. So I'm already more excited to have today. My mindset is more focused. I don't have this rush that I've had all the time that something is chasing me, you know. And I've been speaking to more people who have been using the patches, who have been having sort of like very active and in many cases very debilitating medical conditions, health conditions. And they have all reported that they've been doing pretty well, pretty fast, and, you know, pretty consistently from using this product. So it's also not one of those things that you take them, from what I'm told, that you take them, you feel absolutely amazing, and then the effect just sort of wears off. It keeps on getting better and better and better. And, you know, as the months pass, everything, your whole body sort of like regenerates. Your organs regenerate, your cells regenerate. Your whole body, your whole system regenerates to better health. I mean, really think about this. You can get to have more time on the clock and live it in a more beneficial way, in a healthier way. You can live a better life for longer. And I would say the sooner you start the treatment, the better. You know, don't wait for the onsets of problems to start first. The sooner you start using it, the better. And this is the kind of thing, you know, if you're anything like me, I want to share it with other people. I want people to know about this. I don't want to be the only immortal around. You know what I'm saying? I want other people to benefit from it as well. And this is why I am recording this journey for myself, but also for your benefit. So that you can, you know, sort of have some sort of reference from a real person, a real living, breathing person, you know, who's sharing a very honest experience. I'm trying to think if I've had any drawbacks in the last couple of days. Honestly, none that I can really think about. None that I can really think about. I personally haven't had any negative experiences. It sort of seems like there's this invisible hand that is just making things better and better for me. I even feel more confident, and I feel more confident in speaking up for myself and allowing myself to feel what I feel, and that sort of thing. And of course, because animals can feel us, because I am calmer, my dog is so much calmer, because there's, like in anybody's life, there's all sorts of stressful things that are happening in my life, but it's like none of those things are sort of as heavy and as overwhelming as they were before, which is actually really cool. It's a really cool benefit. Improve senses, improve well-being, improve mental state, improve emotions. Oh yes, I did feel a little bit emotional yesterday. I felt incredibly emotional, deeply, deeply emotional. But probably only for about 30 minutes, whereas sometimes those things can go on for days and weeks. So I think I was just processing out some emotions as well, because remember that the body stores memory. So when we speak about muscle memory, the body stores memory. It stores cellular memory. So, all the difficult things that happen to you in this life, these challenging things, it's still there. It's still active until we do something about it. And this is why it's so important, because the thing to remember is that to the brain, time doesn't exist. To the brain, everything is here and now. So if you are like 65 years old or whatever age, and something happened to you when you were 2 or 3, even if you don't consciously remember it, the brain consciously remembers it, and it acts from that point. Because to the brain, it's here and now, and it's true. So if it's and if at some point you maybe took on stress, and stress is something that can be stored inside the body, it is what we would, often in spirituality or like holistic wellness practices refer to as trapped energy. So maybe something happened to you and it really hit you very hard, and it sort of formed like an energetic clump inside of your body, which can lead to all sorts of unpleasant irregularities, health disease and all that sort of stuff, health problems. But what if you regenerate the cell itself? What if you regenerate the stem cell itself? Then your life automatically gets better. It sort of like washes you clean from the inside. And my question is, why wouldn't everybody want this? We live in such a stressful world. As I already said, the medical field is not exactly designed to ease you or to, to get you back to health. It's not. It's honestly not. We live in a rather toxic setup when you look at the world. We just don't always see it because we're so used to it. Okay? From a young age, you get fed all the sort of crap that you get. And then you go through life and, for treats, you get sweets, for example. Sugar is one of the worst, absolute worst things that you can take into your body. Because sugar not only, and I'm not referring to this to the treatment. This is just a simple, basic scientific fact. That not only does sugar aggravate the growth of cancerous cells, it actually creates the perfect breeding ground for it. Think about it. How much sugar have you taken on in your life? How many processed foods have you taken on? How many refined products have you taken on? A lot of those things are stuck in the body. A lot of those things, our bodies are not even able to sort of work out of the system. That is not normal. That is not food. That is slow poisoning, which makes you sick over a period of time, which means then you go and see the medical practitioner, who then prescribes drugs to you so that you feel better and do better, but you're not exactly healed. And a lot of times with the prolonged use of any sort of medication, really, it starts affecting your organs, and then you start having other problems. I mean, for example, if you take it, and again, I'm just putting this out there separately. I'm not relating this directly to the product. I'm just making you think. But imagine when you went through a very strenuous health period. You had invasive surgery. Your body still has that stress. If you contract HIV, for example, yes, it's amazing. I mean, ARVs, they are amazing. They are such an amazing breakthrough. But I know a couple of people who are HIV positive and are using ARVs and are undetectable, but it's not always as cut and dry as everybody makes it out to be. It messes with your hormones, it messes with your sleep patterns, it messes with your moods, it makes you pick up weight, you know, it can affect your organs with prolonged use. And that is the same for many mental health medications. You know, I mean, just imagine if you went through something like chemo. With all respect, your body is pretty much fucked, you know. So you need something to build you up again. And there's many different things that you can try, but why wouldn't you try with the thing that is the most natural to you? I'm not saying that it's going to cure any of these diseases. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that if I had to contract HIV, if I had to, you know, get into a situation where any one of these other illnesses, this would be my go-to. And because I don't have those diseases, as far as I'm aware, you know, I'll be preventative about it. Think about it, for example, when we had something like COVID, you know. It doesn't matter what virus was out there. If your immune system was strong enough to deal with it, then you could deal with it. You know what I'm saying? With whatever comes your way, as long as your immune system can deal with it, you're pretty much good. Even if you get a lot of medication, even if you get a lot of invasive surgery, even if you get a lot of stress, if your system is good, your core, your foundation is good, then you shouldn't really have any problems. Well, at least it doesn't have to be as horrible as it is for other people. Really think about it. You know what I'm saying? I know someone who has seen so many, you know, specialists and dietitians and all sorts of people, you know, because of diabetes, and this person started, you know, having problems with the weight and like problems with the teeth and the hair and all those sort of things in the skin because of diabetes. Within 2 days of usage, this person's diabetes was the lowest that it's ever been, ever. There has to be something about these stem cell regenerating patches. Placebos don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. So I'd say it's really something worth thinking about. How important is your health to you? How important is your body to you? How important is your longevity to you? Would you like to grow to an older age, and what would you like that to be like? Would you like to be at your child and your grandchild's and your granddaughter and grandson and whatever's wedding and graduation and birthday and initiation and, you know, all those sort of things? And in what capacity would you like to be there? Would you like to be able to walk, or is somebody going to have to roll you in, or you like with a stick, or you have to lean on someone? Now more than ever, we have got a choice in how that plays out for us. And I think that we have been conditioned for such a long time that it's okay for everybody to just be a doormat, that you don't even see the value of investing in yourself in really to this capacity. You know what I'm saying? We give so much to everything and everyone else. We spend so much money on such absolute rubbish to make ourselves feel better about ourselves. If I have the huge television or the flashy car or the, you know, the overpriced, you know, suit or dress or whatever. Spend lots of money on makeup and even cosmetic surgery, you know, to try and look younger, less wrinkles, all that sort of stuff. But I mean, even that comes with its knocks because, you know, plastic surgery is not the prettiest thing to deal with. It's painful. You know, it's really, I haven't had it myself, but I mean, it's really painful. It's really sensitive. What if you could do something that doesn't put you through all that, you know, aggravation? And that not only returns it back for you, if you've already maybe gone that path or thinking of going that path, but to be preventative, forever young, inside and out, in an authentic way. Okay? That's really something to think about. Not just look better, but actually feel better and be better. If you're interested to learn more about this, you're more than welcome to contact me. My contact details are down below in the description. Look at the journey that I've documented for the other 4 days so far, and see if it resonates with you. You know, See if it resonates with you. You don't have to become an overnight believer. Maybe you want to start with a trial package. Ask me about it. I'm more than happy to help you. Okay? From my heart, namaste, love and light. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.